Hey everyone, welcome back to the Thundertron podcast. So today I'm discussing and giving my thoughts on the Transformers Legacy United Voyager class animated universe Optimus Prime. So we actually do have a price and a release date. The price will most likely stay the same because it's a Voyager class, so we typically kind of know it's going to be $35, and of course there will be some tax and shipping, but that $35 pretty much has stayed the same for a long time now. The release date could change because sometimes, if we do have information early like this situation, if we do have a description, before it's actually posted or released on, Transformers fan sites, like Big Bad Toy Store, Hasbro, Pulse, Amazon, stuff like that. It can change. A really good example is actually a figure we actually had just released was the 86 Commander Class Ultra Magnus. For a long time, we were actually expecting it to be released in October, but in the end, when it was finally posted, it actually became November. So I really wouldn't count on January. I do hope it's January, but of course, don't really get your hopes up on that because it could change. It could be earlier or it could be later, or it could be January. We'll just have to wait and see. But just talking about the figure and my thoughts, I have to say it looks really, really cool. This animated Optimus Prime has actually been kind of hovering over the Transformers community for a very long time now. It's actually going to be one of two Voyagers of this Transformers Legacy United Wave 1. There's also going to be a Prime Universe Voyager class Thundertron, which I think you can already guess by my channel name. I'm very excited for that figure. We've had no leaked images of that figure yet. I think if there will be, it could happen. There's still 3 days before PulseCon, so I think there's still a good chance. We've already had two figures leaked of this PulseCon so far, Bumblebee and Optimus Prime, which I'm about to discuss. So I guess maybe we could see some leaked images of him. If not, we might have to wait until PulseCon, which, is only 3 days away, so not that long of a wait. But as for Optimus, I have to say he looks very promising. Actually, Animated Optimus Prime, the show has never been, I would say, my favorite. It's a good show, but I've always actually really liked the Animated Optimus Prime design. Not my favorite, but definitely in my top 5 favorite of Optimus Prime designs. I do love the axe. If you are a longtime viewer of the channel, you know I love melee weapons, so this definitely does excite me. I do love the really nice transparent blue for the blade, and the really nice kind of gunmetal gray silver for the entire handle. So correct me if I'm wrong, you might actually not see this, I might just be kind of playing tricks on myself, but it does appear maybe the handle or kind of the staff or pole does actually seem sort of separatable or kind of removable. It seems like you can somewhat customize it and kind of swap out the pieces, because I'm pretty sure it's been a long time since I've seen animated, but I'm pretty sure in the show he actually had some times where the axe or kind of the weapon was a longer one, it was like a full-fledged, huge axe, and I think there were some times where it was a very small blade, so maybe you can do the same, because it does seem like the blade and the actual handle or pole is two separate pieces, so maybe you can do that with this figure. I think that'd be a very nice option. I do like the very classic Autobot symbol at the shoulder. I do love the glossy black for the windows or kind of the windscreen on the chest. I do love all the yellow and the blue for the legs, and I do like how the wheels from the truck are actually on both sides of the legs. I think that's pretty cool. And the head sculpt does actually appear to be very accurate. This actually doesn't appear to be one of those situations where it's very stylized. A very good example is like the Prime Universe Bulkhead. That's a very stylized interpretation of, Transformers Prime Bulkhead. Another one is RC, which a lot of people really didn't like. I thought it was an okay figure, but he seems to be pretty accurate to his show design and the previous figures. I never did own an animated Optimus Prime, so I really can't say like, oh, this one's better or this one's worse than that original figure, because I never owned one, so that's kind of really up to the people who actually owned one before, still own one now. And as for his truck mode, he just transformed into kind of a fire truck, which I think looks pretty cool. As far as accessories go, I think the only ones he comes with are this kind of light bar piece and an axe. I think it would have been nice maybe if he came with like a blaster. I can't remember if he actually ever used one in the show. I do know I think he actually had kind of a grappling hook and like a water cannon that was like built into his arm. So it would have been pretty cool maybe if they came with like some sort of separate pieces that could attach to his arm, so it makes it look like there's a grappling hook, and a water cannon forming out of his arm. That would have been a nice feature. Maybe we might get like another version of this Optimus Prime, like another repaint, because I'm pretty sure I think it was the last season, season 3, I think he actually did have wings at one point, so maybe we could get like a, jet-powered Prime, kind of like, Revenge of the Fallen, and he could have all those weapons, and I think it was Ultra Magnus's hammer. He actually ended up getting that hammer in the end, so that would be pretty cool if they could do another version of this that's like more weaponized. But yeah, I like the truck. I love all the gunmetal gray, all the angles. It definitely does look very animated, very accurate to that show design, which is really cool. And I do like the light bar piece. We actually do have an image of the packaging, which is really cool. Unfortunately, we do not see the side. I always actually thought it was kind of silly for Hasbro, because I'm assuming most of the pictures and stock images Hasbro is making these, they really should show the side of the box, because the side of the box, not of course the artwork side, but the other side, we actually do have, two artwork shots or images of Optimus Prime or the character that is in the packaging, and they never show it. We have to wait until we actually get the real box in hand, which is kind of a shame. I actually really like the artwork and the packaging. Some people really don't care, but if you're wondering for this new Transformers Legacy United line, or this part of the trilogy of the packaging is kind of the same as Transformers Legacy Evolution, it pretty much has, the front of the box, there's that open shot, or the kind of open hole showing off the figure on the packaging, and there's an artwork shot of the alt mode. Traditionally, it's the alt mode, and most likely for the leader, for, all the waves of Transformers Legacy United, it's going to be kind of like a Legacy Evolution, where, there's no open window and just the entire front side of the box is going to be a ton of artwork, so I think the first leader we're going to get is, I think it's Tiger Hawk for Beast Wars, so most likely we'll see that at PulseCon, and probably on his front of this box will have his robot mode and kind of his wolf bird mode. Is a very interesting mode, but probably it'll stay the same for a leader. But we do have an image of the truck. We also do have the Legacy United logo. That's pretty cool there, and as I said before, we can't really see the side, so I'm assuming on that side of the box we'll see two kind of close-ups of Optimus, and on the other side we'll actually see the full artwork of Legacy United, which we have yet to see. We really don't know what that's going to look like. We'll probably have to wait until PulseCon, which isn't very far, or it could leak beforehand. We really do not know. And that's pretty much it for Optimus. We only have 3 images of it. I guess I do have to discuss a very big elephant in the room, is we actually do finally know the title and name of the third part of this trilogy. For so long we were just calling it, kind of Legacy Uni, or just the third year of Legacy, but we finally know it's the Transformers Legacy United, which I guess is an okay name. I probably would have preferred maybe a Legacy Universe or Legacy Unicron, but I guess that just doesn't fit what they're trying to do. We have yet to really understand what the gimmick, a part of this, wave or this line is going to be. We'll have to wait and see for that. Maybe we'll learn some more once they reveal the rest of the wave, because so far we only have 2 figures. We have Bumblebee and Optimus, so maybe we'll learn some more. Maybe they'll show off some gimmicks with the deluxes and the core classes once they show off the full rest of the wave. We also actually do have a few more images of Bumblebee, in case you're wondering, and if you want to see those, just literally go to any Transformers news site, and you will find them, or pretty much any Transformers social media, that posts like leaks and images, you will probably find them. I guess one last note is there is an artwork shot of Optimus Prime and Bumblebee kind of together. It's sort of like a promotional image, and I'll probably have that up on your screen, or maybe I'll post it kind of in the community section of my YouTube channel. You'll probably be able to find it somewhere, or if you want to see it right now, again, that will also probably be on pretty much any Transformers news site everywhere. And I already did do an entire separate segment on Bumblebee, so if you want to learn more about that or my thoughts on it, that is on the channel right now. And I'm not really going to discuss it in this one, because as I said, I already discussed it in a separate segment, and we really don't know more information now. I guess we do have an image of the box, which I wouldn't say is, the most, mind-blogging or mind-blowing thing. Most of the images are kind of what we knew before, but that is pretty much it for this segment. Please leave all your thoughts on this Voyager class figure in the comment section down below. Do you actually like it? Do you still prefer the original or this new version? Of course, of what you can tell so far, we don't have in hand. Just based off the images, do you prefer this new version or do you prefer the old version? I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.